Hey everyone, it's Jason from GameWave.com, and this is Pause Mode. So with our double feature taken care of, that means we're back to Pause Mode side of things. And since my Saturn is still hooked up, we actually had a GameWave TV viewer randomly choose a game from our list of Saturn games for this week's episode. The winner? NFL 97. No wait, it's actually a good pick. There's cool things to talk about. Get back here. NFL 97 was Sega's one and only football game for the Sega Saturn, a follow-up to their Joe Montana series on the Sega Genesis. While essentially an old sports game now, at its release in 1996 it represented quite a few milestones, not all of them good. Let's start with some backstory. For those viewers too young to remember, there actually used to be this thing called competition. That is, someone other than EA Sports would actually make sports games for the consoles. During the 32-bit era, this included Sony's NFL Game Day, Acclaim's Quarterback Club, Midway's NFL Blitz, and more. As we moved into the PlayStation 2 era, that rivalry would heat up with 2K bringing their sports line up to task, first with Sega and then their own. This rivalry between 2K and EA brought everything to light when 2K released a $20 football game that was far superior to EA's $60 Madden offering that year. That's right, I said 2K was better. You want some of this? Come on, come on! Actually, I don't have whatever any of this is, but trust me, 2K was amazing for the time. I think I hurt myself on that. Ow. Anyway, with the release of NFL 97, Sega brought a fairly revolutionary item to the table, the biggest being the ability to create your own plays and build an entire custom playbook. That's right, Sega did it first. Every little detail in the play can be adjusted and the names added to the named playbook. A nice touch with this feature is that you have access to your own playbook as well as the game's built-in playbook at the same time during a game. On the more depressing side, despite selling well, NFL 97 would be the only gridiron game out of Sega's camp for the Saturn. They would actually return to the Sega Genesis for NFL 98, that being the Genesis's last release as well. It wouldn't be until the year 2000 that we saw a Sega football game again, when they handed over to Visual Concepts, the people that EA took Madden 96 away from. That partnership between Visual Concepts and Sega would ignite a sports game rivalry that the world had never imagined before, with each company, in this case 2K and EA, finally trying to outdo each other. It was a glorious time for sports fans and gamers alike, and unless something is done about the modern-day rights distribution and exclusivity issues, we may never see that golden era of competitiveness again. Case in point, baseball games. Speaking of, in our baseball episode, I mentioned how I loved World Series Baseball 98 for its retro, almost Super Nintendo look. Funny enough, NFL 97 looks like a high-def Genesis game. Supposedly, it does share sound files from its 16-bit Joe Montana legacy, but I couldn't confirm that at the time of recording. The gameplay is fine, controls easy enough, and truth be told, most of the fun comes in the play creator. If you have enough retro-minded friends, a few controllers, and multi-taps, you can actually hook up 8 players to play at the same time on this game. You remember that, don't you? Couch co-op? All of you together? No paid subscription? Even better, NFL 97 can be had for an easy average of $5 on eBay, which qualifies it for a Sports Pile of Shame award. Snag one for yourself and spend a day making poorly made plays like I did. Hell, pretend you're this guy. Alright guys, that does it for this week of Pause Mode. We'll see you next week on GameWave TV. More importantly, this Sunday debuts our second big project. You should keep an eye out for it. Thank you so much guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Take care.